So we haven't talked to each other about the movie yet since we watched it. We just watched it. We just got back from the cinema, and this is the video. We're gonna do a video about the Minecraft movie, and it's just gonna be a spoiler review, right?
Yeah.
It's been out for a while. If you haven't seen it, go see it, or maybe you don't care. But we're not gonna consider. We're just gonna talk about it, okay? So it's all a spoiler, right? And I've asked you what you thought. You thought it was good, right?
Yeah, it was good. It was a funny movie.
It started off pretty fast.
Yeah.
The pacing in the beginning was really fast. They just zipped through the story. Steve is obviously he's a little child. He yearns for the mines, and there's this old miner guy, right? That's his obstacle in the way. It's like a video game already, and I really liked it at that. Like that was really clever, right? It was really quick paced. It made no sense, but that's like kind of what you want from a Jack Black movie, right? I mean, we haven't seen the Pick of Destiny together yet. Yeah. We're definitely gonna watch it together. I'm a big fan of Jack Black. I guess like his music particularly. I listen to his band Tenacious D that he does with Kyle Gass, unironically, right? But I don't like watch him act in other things. Have you seen Jack Black in other things? Because he's like a mainstream. Okay, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people think he's really annoying.
Yeah.
You've seen trailers of movies that he's in, right?
Yeah.
He's like The Rock.
It didn't really seem annoying, but.
No, but I can imagine like people. There was a big criticism people, had when they saw that he is playing Steve, and like, oh my, of course it's Jack, like the big fucking one, could have been Chris Pratt, would have been the second guess, and also Jason Momoa is a super like a Hollywood casting, but I thought it was really funny.
Okay.
Jason Momoa is Garrett, the garbage man, Garrettson.
Yeah, he was a funny guy.
Yeah, he was a really funny guy.
I really thought that Garrett looked a lot like you.
Oh yeah, you kept saying that.
Like the quotes he had and the things he said.
He's like this macho man. He's
Yeah.
actually like a big nerd.
Yeah.
That's kind of me because I walk pretty tough I don't walk tough, but I feel pretty confident. But then my favorite thing is like Minecraft.
Yeah.
Right, we go to the fucking Minecraft movie. So okay, so I'm Garrett, the garbage man, Garrison.
Yeah, you were Garrett.
A big dumb idiot.
Oh no.
No, I'm fine with that. He has the long hair. He was really funny. He was
funny.
He was like the most emotional character in the entire movie. He got more story than Steve.
Yeah.
I would say.
True.
So
yeah.
Okay, so anyways, yeah. So there's Steve, and he's going into the mine, and there's this old man. He has like a stare down. This old man has an obstacle in his way, and he can't reach it. And then Steve, it snaps forward like 20 years or 30 years, 40 years, however old he is. And he's working in an office, and they don't linger on that at all. It's like over like that, but because you get it. There's a lot of movies like that, right? Like okay, now he's stuck working. Like even The Incredibles, right? Do you remember The Incredibles, the movie, like the Disney movie,
Yeah.
Incredibles, right? There, he's also stuck working in an office. It's like a trope. The guy's stuck working in an office and he hates it. We get it, right? So they skip it. It's a smart decision. The pacing is real good in the beginning, and yeah, Steve, he there's no reasoning, but he just decides. Fuck it, I'm so done with this job, this office job, I'm gonna go into the mines. Okay, so that's what he does. And there is the old man again, this same old man. And they have a stare down.
I didn't really understand that man. Because why was he still angry when Steve was adult?
Yeah, no, for sure. That was super dumb. And then they have their battle is a stare down. Like, I'm a man now. I'm not scared of you. Yeah, that's super dumb. But that was beautiful. That was like I love that part.
Yeah.
So it was like a game. It made no sense. It doesn't have to make, because it's a Jack Black movie, right?
Yeah,
to me,
true.
at least, right? Going into it, and then they run at each other, and I thought they were gonna fight with pickaxes. Like, oh, that's kind of dangerous. No, they don't. He does like what does he do? A sneak attack? No, not a sneak attack.
Surprise attack.
Yeah, he does like a dodge. He dodges them
Yeah.
instead of running towards each other. They dodge. Steve dodges the man, runs into the mine. Somehow he just starts mining. I guess it doesn't need to make sense, and he finds these two things. The orb, and then there's the crystal, the earth crystal. Kind of a weird gimmick. The orb I get, but why was there two things? Because I guess it had to break halfway through. You have to go find a new one, I guess. They need. Okay, so it's two things. It's an orb, and then it's also a clicky thingy. And you put the orb in the clicky thingy, and the Minecraft portal opens. And then that movie begins, I guess.
That's not a thing in the game, right?
What do you mean?
The clicking thing.
Like the earth crystal in general?
Yeah.
No, that's not a thing. No, it's not a thing in the game.
Okay.
So it's just Steve doing his Minecraft thing, and he finds the portal, right? And he gets the flint and steel, and he goes to the Nether, where he's instantly met by the piglins. It's a full-on piglin army. They've completely taken over the Nether apparently by mining it empty of gold.
Yeah.
That's the plot. They really want gold, and I think it's kind of cool. The Nether is a place it's been ravaged by the piglins.
Yeah.
Maybe once it was pretty like the overworld, right? And then
Yeah.
they ruined it because they just kept mining it.
Yeah.
And then now I guess there's still some exposed gold ore, but it's okay.
Yeah. And
Okay,
also Steve went in with his dog.
He went in with his into the nether, right? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Because what happens? Because oh no, Steve gets captured in the nether right away,
Yeah.
right? And then the dog goes free.
Yeah.
And somehow later he's convinced that Malgosia has his dog. So the dog loses the collar, right?
Yeah.
In the nether. And then the pigs find it and they use it as leverage against Steve,
Yeah.
who is in a dungeon with General Chungus.
That was it, yeah.
Did you hear the line where Steve said him and General Chungus got into some dungeon stuff?
I don't
We've done some
remember.
dungeon stuff together. Oh no,
Oh.
it's General Chungus. We used to get into some dungeon stuff together. Something like that.
Oh.
No?
Yeah.
Weird line.
Yeah.
Anyways, Steve's captured and the dog goes into the real world. Nobody notices a square dog, but that's okay. And by the way, everybody hated on the dog design when it first was revealed. The sheep design too. I had like zero problems with the world or like the weird QB characters. If anything, the villagers and illagers were a bit weird. No?
No, I didn't have problems with
Yeah, so yeah, I mean everybody complained about this movie and
Yeah.
it's like a new era of memes for Minecraft. So
Yeah.
everybody who complained, you know, you're big ol' bad better. I'll say that.
Okay.
If movies were stocks, your stocks would be down. You would be losing money because you did not. I bought in on the Minecraft movie, all right, and then the stocks went chunk. All right, okay, we get it. Okay, so anyways, yeah, so the sheep and the wolf. I thought they looked great. What do you think? Look good, right?
Yeah, they look good.
Cute, funny.
Yeah.
Sheep is barfing at some point for some reason.
The llama also.
You like the llama?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
he was funny.
Yeah, the scenes were a lot better in the movie than in the trailers. I
Yeah.
found.
Yeah.
Because you've seen the trailer too, right?
Yeah.
And people criticize the movie a lot based on the trailer, but
It was better than the trailer.
yeah, there was like the right music and also the tones were sometimes in the trailers. Like for example, the scene where Garrett in the end where Garrett the garbage man Garrison says whatever he says something in
Yeah.
Spanish that means goodbye.
Oh yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But that was like it was kind of heartfelt in the actual movie, right? That was like their
Yeah.
actual heartfelt goodbye.
Yeah, that's.
But in the trailer, it just looked like Garrett was an asshole,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's
So-
true.
So I don't know, the right music, they really, I don't know,
Yeah.
they didn't like change the scenes that much, I don't think, from the trailers. The I Am Steve line was a bit different, I thought. Doesn't really matter. So anyways, yeah, the dog goes into the real world, nobody notices, hides the crystal under Steve's bed. That's the plan, where ultimately Garrett, the garbage man Garrison, finds it again when he's buying up storages. What is it when people that's not a Dutch thing, they don't do that here, it's like a super American thing. They have like old
it's
storage
not a
containers
Dutch thing,
of dead people, of like missing people, like they sell
Yeah.
it, auction it off.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, he's doing that. Garrett, the garbage man Garrison's doing that because his video game store is not doing so well. He's being evicted. He got an eviction letter and it said like in big black letters eviction, right? So the people watching the movie didn't have to read the entire letter, right? They got what was going on. So it's very clear he's not doing well. He bought the storage container because he thought there was going to be a game system, I think, and then it had the cube in it. So that's how the cube ends up
Yeah.
at Garrett's store. And then Henry is another protagonist. Ultimately runs it. So what's going on with Henry and his sister? It's his sister, right?
Yeah.
How old is she supposed to be? Because I thought, how old is Henry?
Maybe like 17 or 18.
Okay.
Because she drives.
Oh yeah, she does. And how old is Henry? 14? 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that.
All right. So she's taking care of the brother.
Yeah.
She owns a house somehow. It doesn't really matter, I guess. And who's the black lady?
She cares for them, I think.
Why? Is she family? I didn't really get that.
I didn't.
She's
get
just
that
like, she's really involved in their lives and like
Yeah.
helpful and stuff. And then, I don't know. And also, so it's the first day for Gary's, what's his name? Gary? No, Jerry. What's the little kid? Tom? Henry, yeah. Not Tom. Yeah, so it's the first day in this town, right? They just moved there.
Yeah.
And he's already made a friend? Or how does he know Garrett? Or does he just walk in there because he's like, oh, cool store,
Yeah.
man? And then they
He
instantly
walked in
kind of
the
just,
store.
and then they kind of become friends. And Garrett
Yeah.
just decides, oh, I'll just follow you into this mine shaft real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they weren't friends in the
No, they
beginning.
weren't, right?
No.
They just met each other.
He was suspended from school, I guess.
Yeah,
And
because he
then-
made a jetpack.
Yeah. And then he called Garrett to be
his uncle.
To be his uncle, yeah.
Right, okay, to bail him out of school.
Yeah.
Also, the teachers, like, that's so crazy that he gets in trouble and not the teacher. But that
Yeah.
turns out to be the ex-husband of the principal, the blonde lady, right?
Yeah.
Whatever his name was. Ernesto.
I'm not sure. Okay.
Emmons.
Emmons?
I don't remember it. No, I don't remember his name. He gets suspended from school, goes to Garrett's store. He picks up the crystal, the glowing, the earth crystal, and the orb of dominance, which is a cube. It's like a whole thing. They call it an orb in Microphone. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter. So he picks up the cube and it starts like glowing, pulling him in a direction.
Yeah.
And the direction is in the mine shaft where Steve originally went.
Yeah.
Presumably a couple of years ago, right? It's like a Jumanji thing. No? He goes in there and he's stuck for a while.
Yeah,
I assume.
guess. Yeah.
And somehow the entire crew ends up in the mine shaft. I don't even remember how they end up there. And then they get sucked into the portal, and now they're in Minecraft 2.
It becomes nighttime.
Right away?
Very fast.
Okay. It becomes nighttime.
Yeah.
They get overwhelmed with mobs.
Yeah.
They have to fight the mobs.
But they run away first, and Henry discovers that he can punch a tree.
Punch a tree.
Yeah.
And then he gets so many blocks.
Yeah.
So quick. He builds a big old fort. And he doesn't even turn the logs into planks.
Yeah.
I guess he doesn't know how to do that.
I guess so.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But that's such an expensive house. How did he do that? He got so much wood so
He
quick.
needed a lot of time to do that.
Yeah, that's so many blocks.
With so many mobs.
A lot of mobs too. Yeah, but that's okay. It's a bit of a weird
Yeah.
thing, but that's okay. He manages. He gets a lot
Yeah.
of blocks. He makes a big old fort. Garrett is still outside, and this is where the earth crystal breaks.
Yeah.
Right, and that's the container. So you got the orb, that's the cube, and then you got this, I don't know, this glass empty cube and you put the orb in there, right? And then this earth crystal, it breaks somehow because Garrett is just being an idiot.
Yeah.
Also, mobs just kind of fuck up a lot because they're being chased by spider jockeys,
Yeah.
and they just kind of shoot each other.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's fine. Like that's Minecrafty, and it also sets up that later the creeper gets hit by a flaming arrow.
Yeah.
Remember that? Because the
Yeah.
creeper automatically explodes even though there's no player to trigger it. But then
Yeah.
it gets hit by an arrow, which obviously sets it ablaze.
I also thought it looked cool that the skeletons were on the spiders.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
That really happens in Minecraft.
I never saw that.
Okay, well, it happens. It happens a lot in the movie. Also, pink sheep
Yeah.
everywhere. Maybe Steve died, I guess. There was a wool house. It was super relatable to you. It was in the beginning.
Yeah.
The wool house, and then at nighttime, shivering in the corner.
Yeah,
There's
that's
all the mobs.
Yeah.
That's when you find Dennis. That's when he finds Dennis.
Yeah.
The dog.
Yeah.
But anyways, okay, so the earth crystal breaks. They get Garrett inside. Creeper explodes. I think Steve just shows up, right? Because
Yeah,
there's zombies at the top of their castle. They've built this wooden log structure. They're at the top of it, and everyone's together. And then suddenly a hero pops up, right? A sword goes in. You know, there's like this classic. There's the monster coming up, and then the sword like into his chest, right? Steve takes care of all the mobs, and it was really clever. It was a really good, as far as like a Minecraft montage goes, like a fight scene in Minecraft. It was really good, especially because it ends with Steve knowing exactly when the sun comes up. He looks at his watch. Right, he doesn't have a watch, obviously, but like he can see the sun. You know, the mobs start burning, and he has like this whole dance routine. Look, he's been there for a while. There's like a lot of storytelling there, right?
Yeah,
Because it implies he's been there for a while. He has this whole dance routine down. He knows exactly when the sun, when the mobs fall apart, when they take their last tick of damage. So that was the I Am Steve scene was unironically a really good scene.
Yeah. It looks like he had a magical thingy to make the mobs burn and stuff.
Yeah, he was doing moves like, as they so they the sun comes up and they light on fire, and he's like pa at the exact right time that the zombies get set on fire.
Yeah.
So a really good scene. Who are you? I'm Steve, obviously. And then I don't know. They just have some shenanigans, whatever. They have to go to his stash, right? Oh, they go to Midport Village.
Yeah, Midport Village.
Yeah, to meet the villagers. They
Yeah.
love crushing loaf. All the lines are there. You like the designs of the villagers? I thought they were a bit weird, but okay.
No, I liked it.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. So Midport, that's where we get our first song, because Garrett is urging. No, what do you say? He's craving some protein.
Yeah.
I was trying to look for like a fun metaphor.
Oh,
No, I got nothing. I usually have something. Doesn't matter. Okay, so anyways, they get the lava chicken. They get the first song of the movie. There's a few songs. Also a few songs. They were really short songs. I imagine they were like longer. at
Yeah,
first.
me too. Yeah.
And then they cut them.
Yeah.
Because the movie is a lot of points. It's very fast paced, which I like. But then maybe they probably cut a few of the songs. But it's not like they were impressive songs. They were just like it's more like a jingle.
Yeah.
It's like Jack Black gets writing credits at the end for the songs, but it's like la 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 la, like L L L
Yeah,
la la.
that's true.
Yeah, so but they're fun songs. You
Yeah.
know, you get the love chicken, and then Garrett eats it. It's a funny scene, right? He thinks he can handle it.
Yeah.
Kind of a painful scene because you hear this. You can kind of imagine it. If it's cooked just by love, it must be really fucking hot, and you can hear it sizzling in his mouth, right? And I'm like imagining the burns that he would have, like the blistering burns in his mouth. Probably not that bad in the Minecraft universe, but
I guess.
pretty hardcore scene. And then I thought that he would probably. This is what I want to say to you in the car. We were sitting in the car. We didn't even talk to each other, right? We should like save it for the video, which is kind of weird, but okay, it happens. But I thought at that point he would like run away, and there would be like a trail of fire.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because there's the lava chicken from the Minecraft movie event, right?
Yeah.
There's like fire particles, and you run really fast. So that must have been something that's cut. It's kind of iconic as well, right? You eat something hot, and you're like yahoo, you run away, right? So, anyways, there's like a whole macho thing going on between Steve and Jason Momoa's character, and ultimately they become friends, as they should. It's kind of like language, kind of like being tough guys, you know, kind of shit talking, and then this handshake, and there's these two sweaty men just hold, like that's just how it goes, right?
I did love how they work together.
Yeah, and then when they fly off the Elytra bridge and they have to make a double man sandwich.
Oh, yeah. The double man.
That was ridiculous, but I love that. Like that is so stupid. Like I bet a lot of people left the cinema at that point. Like, what are we watching? But that was amazing to me.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
That was great.
They have to, how clever as well. It's not, I don't know if it's clever, but they have to thread the needle and with their elytra wings go through this tiny little hole.
Yeah.
And they're too thick, so they have to compress. They're on one elytra. At first, Jack Black is riding Jason Momoa's back, which is crazy as well.
With his hair.
Yeah, with his hair like this. Just let my hips guide you. I'm getting so flustered by this scene.
Let my hips guide
let my hips hide you. Okay, anyways, so it's a crazy scene, and then they have to shred the needle, go through a tiny little hole with their elytra, right?
Yeah.
So they have to compact themselves. There's two men flying through the air. No, I don't think any movie's done this. How do you compact? Oh shit, we got a scene. We compact these two men. How do they do it?
Yeah.
They basically go like this. You got the two men right here, and this is how they're the most compact, right? Like legs, head to toe. I don't know. Like it's so dumb. I thought it was great though.
Yeah, it was funny.
I bet a lot of review videos. I haven't seen any review videos, obviously, because I haven't seen the movie. It would be spoilers, but I bet a lot of them say that scene is really dumb. But I'm gonna say that's a really good scene.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, great.
Yeah. I was laughing, so that means something.
Yeah, I was laughing all the way through.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good. What happens? Midport gets attacked.
Yeah.
By the piglins. Oh yeah, because in the meantime, Malgosha has figured out that with a netherwort potion, the piglins can survive in the overworld. They won't zombify.
Yeah.
So a few piglins are seeping into the overworld at this point. And gassed as well.
Yeah.
Right? And so that's how Midport gets attacked. The group gets split up. They have to get to a mansion is what they decide to do.
Oh, and they were going there for the block. For the crystal. Because it was broken.
To the mansion.
Yeah.
Because the mansion had another crystal. Yeah, that's weird. You would think that that's such a specific... you have to go get another... Where do we get it? Oh, it exists in the Minecraft world. Like, that's such a weird detail. You would think that would be in the game. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it would do, an earth crystal. Makes a portal to the real world. Like, suddenly... No, that's so... An earth crystal spawning in a dark... in a mansion is canon. But I don't know... Maybe it's just a treasure to them?
Yeah, could be.
I guess it's fine. Why did they not all make diamond armor? I guess I get it. It's redundant. You don't need it, but it would make sense. Steve had a lot of diamonds.
Yeah, they only did it at the end.
No, but only Steve.
Yeah.
None of them. They got swords though.
Yeah.
So the gas attack, and then the group gets split up. They decide to meet up at the Woodland Mansion. They'll get there in different ways, and Garrett and Henry and Steve take the elytra, and then the whole shenanigans happen, right? And I think at some point they must crash. Oh yeah, they crash. That's a panda scene. Bucket release scene. Water bucket release. So they crash. We watched pandas breeding in live action. I didn't think that was going to happen in my lifetime. No. To see Minecraft mobs getting it on in live action. Right? That's what happened. They were eating bamboo. Happens. And that's how they breed in Minecraft, right? Yeah. They eat the bamboo. Yeah. There's a love heart and a bloop. It happened.
tiny baby.
Yeah, it was a tiny baby. Oh, you liked all the cute little animals.
Yeah, they were cute.
Yeah, okay, great. So, so they crash into the pandas. The girls are in the woods just walking. They've decided to just walk because they couldn't figure out how to make a boat. Understandable if you don't know how to craft. And the sisters threw a block at water.
Yeah.
That would be cool if you could just place blocks in water. You can't really do that.
They didn't have a lot of screen time, right? The girls?
No. There must have been like a whole adventure of them that was cut.
Yeah, maybe.
Right? They must have had their own. No, I don't think they had. They just found the wolf. They found at some point they find Dennis.
Yeah.
So Steve's lost wolf, and they know this because it's just a wild wolf at this point, and then she tames it. Probably because Steve has told her that, or maybe she just. Oh, she's good with animals.
Discovered it. Yeah.
She's good with animals because she's a veterinarian or whatever. She's like she has a driving zoo.
Yeah, driving zoo.
Yeah, she has a zoo. She has a
mobile zoo.
Mobile zoo. She has a zoo in her car. That's like her character's backstory. So she's good with animals. So she discovers to tame the wolf with a bone.
Yeah.
Because they've been kicking ass with a hoe and a shovel.
Yeah.
Right. They've discovered how to fight, which seemed super fun.
Yeah.
Fighting in a Minecraft world, like that's like super fun.
That's super fun.
Yeah. Like I want to do that.
Okay. Let's go.
yeah, let's go. Yeah. Wait for the new update so they can finally add an earth crystal. Steve, Garrett, and Henry, they ultimately get to the mansion, and they have their own mansion adventure. And then at some point they get kicked out, or they crash out. I don't really know what happens, but they get kicked out, and then only then the girls find them again.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like there must have been like a whole story of them that got cut in between. Like so Steve and the gang is doing the mansion adventure, and then they were doing something else. Yeah. But then that must have been cut. I got that.
I guess so.
Yeah, that's how it would have felt like anyways.
Yeah.
In the mansion was kind of crazy. You meet the evokers here. Some funny scenes. You know, they're trying to set up Steve has set up a map for the mansion. I don't need to mention all these details, but just I don't know. There's just fun little moments. A lot of fun character moments. Just silly moments. Like I was smiling all the way through.
Another song.
Which song? Oh yeah, the birthday rap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that made no sense. And they had mushroom hats.
Yeah.
I guess it's fun. A new cannon hat.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, and the Vindicators are just chilling, watching them. The Vindicators were a bit weird. Should have been more ferocious.
Yeah.
They were a bit polite.
Yeah.
And we had and then they had the chicken jockey scene, which was in hindsight not impressive. Like it's a fun scene, but like if you've seen all the clips of people like the cinemas going fucking batshit insane, like it was just such a normal scene. Yeah. It was just the trailer. It was because it was in the trailer it became such a meme. Yeah, right? There was all this pressure, people waiting for a Minecraft movie, and they just turned whatever they got, they turned it into this bomb of a meme. And it happened to be that line. The actual scene, it's pretty good. You know, Jason Moore fighting the chicken jockey, right? Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, but it's,
and then Henry fell through the ceiling.
Henry mined through the ceiling, because he fought an Enderman.
Oh yeah.
Because he was he was going through the Illagers' treasure room to look for this earth crystal. Yeah. And Enderman is apparently guarding it. It's fine. He finds a lot of treasures. Yeah. Doesn't take anything that he doesn't need. Yeah. And then he takes a cool diamond axe he finds, digs through to them. Yeah. And they just and then it just skips. They just run out of the front door of the mansion. Yeah. So they just run past all the Vindicators without the Vindicators attacking them. The Vindicators were kind of pussies. Yeah. Right? Yeah, they were. Yeah. We also didn't see any evokers. We saw one. We didn't saw an evoker doing magic, which I thought would be like a scene you would expect, an evoker doing magic, right? Yeah. Because you've seen evokers, right? With vexes and stuff. They have the little ghosts that fly through the walls. Illagers. Oh. Magic guys.
But I didn't see that in the movie.
No, they weren't in the movie. There was one walking in the background. Oh. But they talked about the evokers. Yeah. And it's such a... If you're gonna do a mansion, that would be like at the top of my list to show off. An evoker.
Maybe they cut that out.
Maybe they cut it out. Maybe they have plans for Minecraft movie 2. Maybe. Right? Yeah. Maybe they cut stuff based on that. Yeah. It's also a pretty long movie, but to me it flew by. Yeah. Right? Like we had a break in between.
Felt like only 20 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. And also I didn't even want a break. I was like, come on, Minecraft movie.
Yeah, true.
So anyways, where were we?
They escaped the mansion.
They go to Steve's stash as well. Remember that?
Yeah, that's true.
Did they go to the mansion first and then the Steve stash?
No, that was before. They were going into the mines for diamonds. And then they escaped the mines.
Because Steve and Garrett made a deal. And Garrett stole the earth crystal from Henry. And then would only help if Steve supplied them with diamonds. Yeah. Which I think is a fair deal if you can just get Minecraft diamonds in the real world.
Yeah, that's true.
I do not understand. We'll get to it in the end, but I do not understand how you can see the Minecraft world and be like, I want to leave.
Yeah, I
They
don't
all had
understand
shitty
either.
lives.
Yeah. Yeah. They escaped the mines because.
Because the big pig came after them.
Oh yeah.
Malgosia had created a big pig at some point,
Yeah.
right? The great
What did
hog.
they mean with they put a brain in it?
I guess they created the great hog. She created it.
Okay.
That was like new Minecraft lore.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess it was just implied.
Yeah.
So put the brain. She made the great hog.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the great hog chases them down to the. So Steve. So after the right after the elytra jump, I missed like explaining something. So right after the elytra jump, they jump off the walls. The Steve gang. Because of this deal that they made. Oh, the Steve gang, right?
The Steve gang.
Steve
yeah.
gang. Because of this deal that Garrett and Steve made, ends up at the redstone mines where Steve has diamonds stashed, right? Because Garrett wants these diamonds. And this is where the Great Hawk chases them down. They go in minecarts to escape, and then they end up at Steve's creeper farm.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. Like, why would you want to breed creeper? You know, like
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's
It
true.
makes no sense, but okay, it's
Is it even
Minecraft.
possible?
I guess. Well, it's not possible to have it's possible to farm them in the sense that you can filter them out because they're a different height. They're a bit shorter, so I'm pretty sure you can filter them out.
Oh.
So you can have a place that only, or for example, expose it to daylight and the other mobs will burn. I don't really know how you would do it, but I'm pretty sure you can do it.
Yeah.
But it's not like you have two creepers.
No. Okay.
You kind of filter them out, right?
Yeah.
That's how you do it. But it's not like you can have two creepers and just like,
Yeah.
I don't know,
Okay.
you know, whatever. So, but somehow he has a creeper farm,
Yeah.
and it's pretty a clever moment as well because they're escaping the great hog on this minecart track, right?
Yeah.
And then they run out of redstone.
Yeah.
There's one redstone reel missing, so the minecart just slows down.
Yeah.
And then Garrett gets out and he pushes the minecart, and it's like a clever movie moment, but like in Minecraft terms, right? Because they zoom in on the powered rail, and they're like almost there, like the wheel has to like touch the powered rail, and then when it touches it, like it moves. I don't know. It's such a Minecraft. It's such a movie moment, but in the Minecraft language. It's a really clever moment, I thought.
Yeah.
And the Great Hog kind of gets blown up, but it doesn't matter because he's like invincible or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they get to the mansion.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
Yeah.
I missed that part.
And then they go out of the mansion.
Yeah.
And then we still haven't
They
figured
are
this
on
out.
the bridge and they got attacked by piglins with TNT.
Oh yeah. So the bridge was just on the other side of the mansion or something? They leave the mansion,
Yeah,
there's
they
a
leave
bridge.
the mansion and
And there's a bridge and then
yeah.
Malgosia is there.
Yeah.
Or not. She gets into the overworld for the first time. It doesn't really
Yeah,
matter,
she
I
was
guess.
there.
Okay, and then so Steve so there's gas. Okay, so they're walking
Oh.
on this bridge.
Was she there?
I guess it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
And there's a bunch of nether mobs coming in on this bridge with gas, right? And they're threatening to blow them up with TNT somehow. You know, they could have just blasted with the gas, but they didn't do it.
Yeah.
The piglins were The piglins were going onto the bridge to plant TNT. And how does Gary even save him? He throws Henry onto the gas.
Oh yeah, he throws him.
He throws so the Garrett. He's probably like really depressed, feeling shitty about himself at this point. He's admitted to Henry that he's stolen this orb.
Yeah.
I like how it's like not a big deal. It's just like a quick moment, like, oh, by the way, I did this. What? And then the movie just goes on, right?
Yeah, but
It's
he
kinda
did it because he wanted to be.
leverage. He wanted leverage.
Yeah,
he wanted to hold it against Steve.
Yeah.
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 So Henry or Garrett throws Henry onto this gas platform, right? So he's safe. He's not on this bridge anymore. Steve places a slime block.
Yeah.
Also clever. Jumps onto it. Garrett doesn't follow Steve. He decides, no, I'm gonna hold him back,
Yeah.
right? So he's gonna do a hero sacrifice.
Yeah.
Obviously, we know he's gonna come back
Yeah,
in
that's
the
true.
movie, and then the only thing the movie has to do is kind of make you forget that he's gonna
Yeah.
come back, sort of thing. So they don't linger on losing him. So this bridge blows up. Garrett's still on it, right? He's fighting the piglins or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess Jack Black and the kid escape.
Yeah, they escaped and they fell. They crashed.
Oh right, so because of the explosion, the gas just gets blown
Yeah.
backwards, and then they crash into a forest, right?
Yeah.
And then that's where the girls find them
Yeah.
because of the dog Dennis, and then they barely mention Garrett dying.
Yeah,
right?
that's
But
true.
it doesn't. You don't need to be like you. I don't know. It's fine. Like if I was I'm not a movie maker, but if I was making a movie, I wouldn't even have a fake death because you know it's not real.
Yeah.
But they do a fake death, and then at least they don't have a long scene mourning him. You know, at least they don't do that. So they just quickly go, okay, so let's do it for Garrett or whatever the fuck, and that's it. So yeah, they wake up in a mushroom house. They build a cool. So the girls build a mushroom house.
Yeah.
Was the implication there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then what? They get geared up to go fight.
Oh yeah, because
Malgosia?
there was
The beacon.
letter. A beacon was it?
Because Malgosia had
Yeah, it
stolen
was
the
there.
orb,
Yeah.
right?
The beacon.
At this point, probably on the bridge, she steals it.
Yeah. Yeah, that she was there on the bridge.
Yeah. So she steals the orb on the bridge.
Yeah.
And then does she?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess so.
Okay. So
It's
Malgosia steals the
memory.
orb. And she puts it in another portal, kind of like Minecraft Legends does it. And there's a big beacon going into the sky, a purple beacon, and it makes the sky black. So the overworld is doomed now. There's mobs everywhere, and she can now go. And I think it also spawns nether warts in the overworld, right? So the pigs can breed. So the armies go in, right, and to take over all the gold in the overworld. This is her main motivation at this point. And then the heroes go in to stop her, right? Steve has his diamond armor.
Yes.
And what do they make? Oh, they make a bunch of iron golems.
Oh yeah, iron golems. Yeah.
Yeah, and they have the super speed iron golem. What do you think of that iron golem?
I didn't know it was possible.
That's not possible.
It's not in the game.
No, there's not even
Okay.
there's not even boots of swiftness in the game.
No, okay.
There's
I really liked it.
There's boots of swiftness in Minecraft Dungeons. That's a different game.
Oh.
You like the speed golem?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought that was super cheesy.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I guess it's fine.
But they were lucky throughout the whole movie, so.
Yeah, they were lucky third. Yeah, I guess it's fine, but like okay, so they make an iron golem army, right? Because the piglins are all attacking, but I did not expect the Minecraft movie. I don't know what I expected, but like it's such a trope to have a movie ending in a big spectacle finale where there's two armies of CGI things fighting each other, right? That's like every movie ever does it.
Yeah.
And the World of Warcraft movie, like especially video game, like it's very hard to make to think up a climax that isn't exactly that somehow. Like when movie makers think go big, go big, go big, they always end up at two armies, sort of thing. Yeah, and I did not expect the Minecraft movie to do that, but it did exactly that, and it felt like that to me a lot. I didn't like that. Like it didn't ruin the movie for me. Like whatever. There's nothing at stake for me. I'm just here to enjoy it. Right? I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna let it ruin. But it stood out to me that in the end it was just a big CGI battle of like iron golems versus piglins, and then there's one big the chief iron golem, and then there's the chief piglin, and then especially at the end when the heroes have already won, but the General Chungus, the big piglin, picks up the orb of dominance, right? Like as if he's gonna get it, and then the swiftness golem, the super golem, comes in and punches him into the air, and then jumps into the air, and then punches him back down again.
Yeah,
right? That was like, that did not need to happen. To me, to me, the scene where there's like the two men flying on the elytra, they have to do a double man sandwich. That is like infinitely more creative and like.
Yeah, more funny.
Yeah, it's more. It's just so much better than.
Yeah.
I don't like. It doesn't ruin the movie for me at all. Like I don't care ultimately, but. Yeah, I just thought that was a bit uncreative. Like it was such a Hollywood moment. Like then, why does it happen? Like if the golem punches up and okay, so whatever. Yeah. But you like the fight? You like the big fight?
Yeah, I liked it.
Okay. No, that's good. That's fine. That's good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. No, that's fine. It's a good opinion to have too.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't matter, or it's, I will also say it was good.
Oh,
it was good.
I did like that Henry fell and then Garrett saved him.
When did he fall?
He fell.
Oh yeah, he fell off the big, because Henry goes to dismantle the beacon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Henry falls, and then of course we've forgotten about Garrett. I forgot about Garrett, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
Henry's falling, and I'm kind of thinking, how does he get saved?
Yeah.
Because there's obviously like a Deus ex machina, like something happens, but in terms of the Minecraft universe, like what could that be? In Minecraft, like you're thinking in Minecraft possibilities, like does he have a water bucket or
well,
like
maybe someone was going to place something in there.
a cobweb?
Cobweb or something.
It could be good. It could be like a cobweb or like a.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking, but then of course it's Garrett with his gas, who's now controlling the gas, and then they can poke the gas with a spear to make it shoot fireballs.
Yeah.
I think it's funny. Would you like that in actual Minecraft? Or is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
It's very aggressive. If you're gonna allow players to drive gas.
Yeah.
And you just hit the gas. It could be good though, because if you hit it, you damage it. So you can only use it as many times as the gas has health. So that would be kind of clever.
Yeah.
So you have, okay, punch, you sure? Yeah, I got, and you can only do it a couple of times. Or you have to heal the gas then with healing potions.
Yeah.
I would like that.
Cool.
If they did it like that.
Yeah.
Anyways. So Steve fights Malgosia with his diamond armor. We don't really see the fight. We don't need to see it. We know what's happening.
Yeah. There's more. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need to do every little detail, but
okay.
I mean, I'm sure there's more. So they dismantle.
Yeah.
Garrett saves Henry because he's falling. How do they win? Don't they blast it with something? Oh yeah, they blast it with a gas, of course.
Blast it with a gas.
Yeah, because Garrett saved Henry.
Yeah.
And they're now driving the gas.
Yeah.
And Henry pokes it.
Yeah.
And it shoots a fireball at the portal.
Oh yeah.
And that makes the cube go away. And then the cube falls, and we think, oh no, General Chungus has it. But then the zombie, the massive iron golem, super iron golem, comes in to save the day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was.
Punches him up, my favorite scene.
Yeah.
No, that like Super Smash Bros attack of the scene. Yeah, it's like every movie ever ends like with a big battle, and then it's like spectacle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. No, it's fine. Okay. So and then I don't know. I guess it's done. Malgosia withers away. This is really funny when she tries to stab.
Oh yeah, with the
Steve,
knife.
Come here.
Yeah.
What, you got like a little knife or something? You gonna stab me with? No. Come here. I got something that. It's just too slow and weak.
Then she does it again.
Yeah. Steve just falls for it. Okay. No. For real. Come here. You got another knife? No. Yeah. That's clever. Because there's only a few things you can do with like a dying moment. There's a lot of movies have done a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like Deadpool has this thing where he keeps talking. He keeps not dying. And this is one thing that I haven't seen.
Yeah, that's
What are you gonna stab me with a little knife?
Original.
Yeah, because you're using it's a trope, but you're using the fact it's a trope.
Yeah.
Because Steve knows it's a trope. What are you gonna
Yeah,
so that was a great moment too.
Yeah.
A lot of great moments. Great fucking movie.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, great movie. I love the microphone.
Yeah, me too.
And then they win, save the day, Malgosia's dead, zombifies,
And then they say goodbye.
they say goodbye.
Yeah.
So dumb. What? They all have shitty lives.
Yeah.
I was like, this was going on in my head. I was like going crazy. Like how can you and also Steve, just the fact that he goes back to the real world.
It was weird.
Yeah, maybe that's like a message that Mojang decided like this is important. Like maybe they didn't want people to not want to live in the real world or whatever,
Yeah, maybe.
But that was so unrealistic. That was the most unrealistic part.
Yeah.
Of the entire, that's the most unrealistic part of the entire Minecraft movie is the fact that everyone with their shitty lives, decide to just go back to the real world.
Yeah.
And I don't care how good you can make life. I don't care how good it can get.
Maybe they just have to, because in the second movie they will go back or something, and Alex will be there.
In the second movie, you only need Steve, right?
That's true.
And maybe Steve can be Henry.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't even need Steve. Just give Henry a blue shirt.
Yeah.
You just need a Steve. Oh, you need an Alex, right?
Yeah, Alex.
Yeah, because we saw that. We said it was so dumb. So the movie is done, right? And we're walking out. Actually, we wanted to walk out right when the credits started, but then they had like this bit where the principal was dating the nitwit villager who can speak perfectly, and she's speaking villagerese or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is pretty funny. And so we were like almost like getting up, and we saw this, and we're like, okay, we'll stay Minecraft movie. And then I wanted to walk out after that. We actually started walking. We walked down the stairs, and then I don't know. What happened? Why did we stay?
We were like, we want to see it in real life or something.
Yeah, you asked me, is there nothing else? And I said, yeah, there's the Alex scene.
Yeah.
But the Alex scene has been like spread like a virus. I've seen it like almost day 1, day 2, right? So we've both already seen it just by being online. So I didn't really see it. You were like, no, I want to see it. We paid for it. We got to see it. Yeah, so we went back.
Yeah.
So we're walking out of the Minecraft movie, and we're talking to each other. Okay, and we turned back, right? And all these fucking nerds, we were still sitting there probably laughing at us. But okay, yeah, so we watched the Alex scene in real life.
Yeah.
And you liked it, right?
I liked it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of weird to have like such a weird tag. Like they added it on the end, but it's okay. I mean, literally, it's end credits. I get it, but it's like...
Yeah.
It was such a... Also, No, it's fine. It's not for me. But remember, do you know the moment where there's a pig with a crown?
With a what? A
There's
crown.
a pig with a crown.
I remember.
There was a YouTuber. His name was Technoblade. And he passed away.
Yeah.
You know that.
I
You
know
know the story.
Yeah.
I have a reference to him as well in my texture pack. But it's a reference to him.
Yeah.
Which is very cool, obviously. But like, it's such a movie moment. Oh, him?
Yeah.
Like there could have been like any infinite number of lines, like it's like this Minecraft referencing moment. Just like when Steve says, like, I hated that moment as well when Steve says, first we mine and then we craft. We Minecraft. Like, I know it's dumb, so it's good, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it's good because it's dumb, but it's too much of a movie moment, maybe to me.
Yeah.
Movie moment.
They wanted to do what is it called?
Don't do that.
What is
Not
that?
in these times. Whoa. Easy there.
I don't know what the word is.
Oh yeah, they were gonna do a Minecraft.
Yeah.
She wanted to do
And
Minecraft.
she didn't finish it because Steve didn't want to?
No, the entire gang did something else. They did, let's go get the orb, and then she did Minecraft.
Yeah.
And Steve said, what'd you say? I thought we were doing Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then at the end they invent a new game, and it's not Minecraft. And that would have been so cheesy if they made Minecraft.
Yeah.
And Jeb is in the movie.
Oh yeah, he was a waiter?
Yeah, he was a waiter. Yeah, I queued you up for that. I told you that in the car ride over there. I
Yeah.
told you that was going to happen because I saw it online. You wouldn't have known otherwise. It was pretty cool, right, Jeb?
I think I remembered him from the Minecraft life.
Yeah. He's kind of a legend.
Yeah.
Fun that he's in the movie. He deserves it. Oh, there was one moment that was just wanted to mention it, where the zombies eat the sheep.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't happen in Minecraft, but like, I'm fine with that. I like the extra dynamics to the world. Like, obviously in Minecraft you can drop a glass block from a 100-meter tall tower and it doesn't break. In the Minecraft movie, I think it would break.
Yeah.
Right. So I like the little shifts of power dynamics there. But that was crazy. The zombies started eating sheep and they just tore it apart. You didn't see blood or anything, but you saw like the strips of wool.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, strips of wool.
Yeah, strips of wool. And this sheep like it's basically being eaten alive.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, they know that their audience is mostly fucking. Obviously, it's kids because all these videos you see of the chicken jockey shit, like that's kids, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's also a lot
The
of.
zombies didn't really drop something.
No.
They just.
Also, they didn't really get killed, many zombies, did they?
No. They were just lying there and nothing.
Yeah, they got back up
Yeah.
and then they had to be punched again.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see them drop anything either.
No.
Maybe there's like rules against. I don't know. I have no idea. Could be. Sometimes there's rules against stuff dropping certain stuff.
Maybe.
But then they can usually also get away with it by having it be an alien. Oh no, it's not a human, it's an alien.
Yeah.
So it's alien blood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know why that is. No, I didn't see them drop anything.
No.
A lot of other mobs drop stuff though.
Yeah.
Skeletons obviously drop bones, but it just kind of fell apart. Bone was left. In the end, the lady with the driving zoo, the mobile zoo, she
Yeah.
has like an army of wolves. It's like her thing.
Yeah.
They all have like a power or whatever. And I guess there's a real life wolf now or a Minecraft wolf now in the real world. Yeah.
Still looking weird.
Well, yeah, I mean, I
They
thought it was
don't
cute.
change.
Yeah, I would say it's the critiques
Yeah,
that
they're
people,
cute.
people who are really hating on the wolf. Like, this is not it. This ain't it, chief.
But also, why don't people think that is weird in a movie? Like, it's
I don't know.
weird shaped.
I don't know. Same reason why, like, in a lot of movies, it's like a talking animal, and then nobody notices that it's a weird animal until it talks in your ear.
Yeah.
But the entire time, the rat is like grabbing stuff, like, you know, like the animal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like a movie thing. I don't know.
Okay.
But I guess that's it. We talked about everything.
Yeah.
Liked it?
I liked it.
Rate it.
8 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
You?
9 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
I'm such a sucker. I'm almost 28 years old and rating the Minecraft movie 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
No, but I fucking like this movie's for me.
Yeah.
I thought I was when the trailer first came out, all the people were critiquing the trailer, and I said, "Fuck you! Why are you critiquing the Minecraft movie? It's not for you." Turns out I was wrong about that. Not because you shouldn't have been critiquing the Minecraft movie based on the trailer, because like I said, it's a new era of memes. Obviously, it's a huge fucking massive movie.
Yeah.
So that was wrong, right? All the people saying it's gonna flop or it's gonna suck. But yeah, you know, I gotta say I was wrong because I think this movie was kind of for me, right? No,
Yeah.
they had some underlying adult jokes. I thought
Yeah.
some a bit more obvious.
Yeah.
And obviously, Jack Black is are kids even fan of Jack Black? I mean, they are now.
They are
But if
now,
you're but if you
true.
prior to the Minecraft movie were a fan of Jack Black, it's probably because of his rock stuff.
Maybe.
You know, or his movie Pick of Destiny, which is about the literal tooth of the devil and the horn of the devil out of which you smoke weed. Like it, and you know, he does mushrooms with. You guys should watch the movie. We should watch it too.
Okay, I guess that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, that's it.
Happy birthday.
Oh yeah, happy birthday to me. We loved it. Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye.